ladies. This is Linda Hodge, and welcome to Warrior Woman Wednesday. How y'all doing out there? I'm so glad that you guys are with me. Make sure that you do share this with other women as well. So we are picking back up on part 2 on what it means to be a kingdom woman. So let's begin. A kingdom woman knows that her decisions confirms that she is a servant of God, versus a carnal woman has become the servant of sin. So let's just kind of break that down real quick. So let me repeat that. A kingdom woman knows that her decisions confirms that she is a servant of God. So what does that mean? To me, that actually means that my decisions is going to reflect my God nature. It's going to resemble who I am in God. So it's so important, ladies, that you make the right decisions, that they must be godly decisions. They can't be decisions that you just kind of like, feel like, oh, well, this is a good thing to do. Oh, I'm going to do this right over here. No, it needs to be godly, God inspired. So it's so important that your decisions confirm to you and others that you are a servant of God. In other words, you are actually walking the walk and you're talking the talk and you're living the lifestyle. Versus a carnal woman has become the servant of sin. In other words, she does whatever she wants to do whenever she feels like she wants to do it. She has become a servant of sin. Matter of fact, what she have done, she have allowed sin to become her master. So that was number 1. Number 2 is a kingdom woman is accountable to God, given authority, versus a carnal woman is accountable to no one. Let me say that again, because you know how we are. We sometimes don't want to listen to nobody and don't want to be accountable to no one. So a kingdom woman is accountable to God, given authority. So number 1, we know that the word of God is the authority of God, but also God has given you pastors and leaders to rule over your spirit and to be a guard over your spirit and to feed you manna from heaven. Of course, they got to be living their life right as well. So you got to discern all of that. But if they on the up and up, you've got to be accountable to God because they are the representative and they are the mouthpiece of God. Versus a carnal woman is accountable to no one. In other words, she feels like she is God within herself. Next one, a kingdom woman knows that she is not what's under her dress. Oh, I'm going to say that again. A kingdom woman knows that she is not what's under her dress. Ha ha. Versus a carnal woman gets her identity with what is, let me say that again. Versus a carnal woman gets her identity with what's in between her legs. All right, let me say that again, y'all. A kingdom woman knows that she is not what's under her dress. Versus a carnal woman gets her identity with what's in between her legs. In other words, she feels like what's in between her legs that she can just kind of, use that to get what she wants. But that's not so. That's not so. Kingdom woman knows that, that's what's in between her legs or under her dress is not really true who she really is. So let's move on. A kingdom woman don't try to intimidate others and conform to popular standards. A kingdom woman don't try to intimidate others and conform to popular standards. Versus a carnal woman fails to tap into her own powerful, most precious resource, her own uniqueness and authenticity. So it's so important that we do not try to, intimidate others and conform to popular standards. And I think we talked about that actually on last week, because whatever the world is doing, many times we feel that we need to do it. The world will tell you that you need to be a certain size. The world will tell you that you need to look a certain way. That, the world will tell you need to have this long, beautiful hair. that you need to have these wonderful eyelashes and, all the stuff that makes us kind of feel beautiful. And so it's so important that we just don't get caught up. If you want some weave, if you want to put on a wig, cool, that's good. But we don't necessarily have to conform to what the world is doing in order to feel good about ourselves. And the next one is a kingdom woman knows that money is the cheapest part of her. I'll say that one more time. A kingdom woman knows that money is the cheapest part of her, versus a carnal woman feels that her money makes her. So how many times, have you seen women, and they're trying to, just kind of show all their Gucci and Louis Vuitton and, and the car that they're driving and the house that they live in, and they feel that that's their self-worth. So a kingdom woman knows that money is the cheapest part of her. In other words, money don't make me. I don't have to have any money to feel good about myself. I can live in an apartment. I don't have to even have an apartment. I can have a car. I don't have to have a car. So money in accumulation of things is the cheapest part of me. It's not who I really am. You got to go deep down inside of me to know who I am. The next one is a kingdom woman embraces herself, the good and the bad. I'm going to say that again. A kingdom woman embraces herself, the good and the bad, while our carnal woman gets her acceptance from herself, from the good things about herself. So what is that saying? That's saying that you got to embrace the good and the bad about you. Because that's really who you are. How will you ever be able to change the bad if you don't embrace the good as well? So you got to acknowledge the good and the bad. You got to be real with yourself. You got to confront yourself, but you got to love yourself while you are on your way or in process. And the truth about it is, ladies, we are all in process. We have never arrived. We all don't have it all together. I know you may think that you got it all together, but I'm here just to let you know on today that you don't have it all together, and it's okay not to have it together. Well, ladies, I got to go. My time is up. Thank you for, listening to our Warrior Woman Wednesday. Once again, I call you blessed and prosperous, ladies, and I will see you on next week. Bye-bye.